Greetings. Today we are going to learn about the voltage controlled oscillator. A voltage controlled oscillator is an electronic oscillator whose oscillation frequency is controlled by a voltage input. The applied input voltage determines the instantaneous oscillation frequency. That is, the voltage controlled oscillator is an electronic circuit in which the output signal frequency can be controlled by using the applied voltage. The applied voltage is also called the control voltage. In voltage control oscillator, to control the output frequency with the help of controlled voltage. Hence, the voltage control oscillator is also called as the voltage to frequency converter. In voltage control oscillator, the relationship between the output frequency and control signal are linear. If the control voltage increases, the output frequency also increases. If the control voltage decreases, the output frequency also decreases. By using the voltage control oscillator, we can tune the output signal frequency in the range of few hertz to several megahertz. In conventional oscillator such as Hartley oscillator, Hall-Pitt oscillator, Weinberg oscillator, RC phase shift oscillator, etc. In this conventional oscillator, the frequency of the oscillation of output signal can be controlled by varying the value of resistor and capacitor manually. But in voltage controlled oscillator, the output frequency of oscillation can be controlled by varying the control voltage. The voltage control oscillator, there are two types: relaxation oscillator, harmonic oscillator. Commonly, this type of oscillator available in IC package. The relaxation oscillator are used to generate the square waveform, sawtooth waveform, etc. The harmonic oscillator are used to generate the sinusoidal waveform. The voltage control oscillator is available in the form of 8-pin integrated circuit, name of NESE 566. It is used to generate the square wave output waveform and triangular output waveform. This output waveform frequency controlled by using the modulation input. Now we can discuss the pin diagram detail. Pin number 1 represents the ground. All the terminal voltage are measured with respect to ground. Pin number 2, no connection. Pin number 3 is the square wave output. Pin number 4, triangular wave output. Pin number 5, modulation input. Pin number 6, external resistor RT. Pin number 7, external capacitor CT. Pin number 8, supply voltage. Here the modulation input voltage. By varying the modulation input voltage, we can control the pin number 3 and 4 waveform, output waveform frequencies. And also by varying the external resistor RT and CT, we can possible to control the output waveform frequencies. Now we can see the block diagram of IC 566 voltage control oscillator. In this block diagram, the major component are constant current source, schematic trigger, inverter, buffer. These are the internal component. The major external component are external resistor R1 and capacitor. Okay, let us discuss the each component of voltage control oscillator using block diagram. First, we can discuss the constant current source. The constant current source control the charging and discharging process of the capacitor. That is, it alternately changes the capacitor charging and discharging process. If the constant current source supply the current to the capacitor, such a condition, the capacitor start charging. If the constant current source changes the direction of the current, that is, it draws the current flowing from the capacitor, such a condition, the capacitor start discharging. The modulating input, resistor R1 and schematic trigger output are connected to the input of the constant current source. By varying the modulating input voltage and the external resistor R1, the constant current source current can be controlled. Now we can see the Schmitt trigger. The Schmitt trigger is used to generate the square waveform through the inverter A3, and also it is used to changes the direction of the current flowing through the capacitor by using the constant current source, because the Schmitt trigger output connected to the constant current source. It controls the constant current source. Therefore, it sends the signal to the constant current source. Therefore, the constant current source changes the direction, alternately changes the direction of the capacitor CT. Here, the capacitor CT is used to generate the triangular waveform to the output pin number 4 through the buffer A1. Here, the figure gives the typical connection diagram of voltage control oscillator using IC 566. The amount of current can be controlled by changing the voltage Vc applied at the modulating input pin number 5, or by changing the timing resistor RT external to IC chip. That is, the constant current source current can be controlled by varying the modulating input voltage at the pin number 5, or changing the resistor RT value to the pin number 6. Here the pin number 5 and 6 are connected together through the capacitor whose value 0.01 microfarad. The voltage at the pin 6 is held at the same voltage as pin number 5, because the pin number 5 and 6 are connected together through the minimum value of the capacitor 0.01 microfarad. Hence the voltage at pin number 5 and 6 are the same voltage. The Schmitt trigger is designed such that the output voltage swing between VCC and 0.5 VCC. Here the resistor RA and RB act as the voltage divider network. Here the resistor RA and RB provide the positive feedback to the Schmitt trigger. Here the RA equal to RB. Hence the voltage at the non-inverting terminal of Schmitt trigger here to swing from 0.5 VCC to 0.25 VCC. Initially assume the Schmitt trigger output is equal to VCC and the non-inverting input terminal voltage equal to 0.5 VCC, because here the RA equal to RB. Here the resistor RA and RB act as the voltage divider network and provide the positive feedback to the Schmitt trigger. Hence the voltage at the positive terminal equal to 0.5 voltage. The Schmitt trigger initially assume the Schmitt trigger output equal to VCC. The positive terminal voltage equal to 0.5 VCC. Let us discuss the operation of voltage control oscillator. When an control voltage is applied at the pin number 5, the constant current source supply the current to the capacitor. The voltage across the capacitor gradually increases because the capacitor start charges. The voltage across the capacitor increases. The Schmitt trigger inverting terminal voltage also increases because the capacitor is connected to the inverting terminal of the Schmitt trigger through the buffer A1. Until the inverting input terminal voltage of the Schmitt trigger is less than non-inverting terminal voltage. Such a condition, the Schmitt trigger output maintains the high. At one stage, the voltage across the capacitor gradually increases. At one stage, the voltage across the capacitor greater than 0.5 VCC. Such a condition, the output of the Schmitt trigger goes to low, that is, it is equal to 0.5 VCC. The output goes to low, it is in this point equal to 0.5 VCC, because here the inverting terminal voltage is greater than 0.5 voltage and non-inverting terminal voltage is equal to 0.5 VCC. Hence, the Schmitt trigger output goes to low. When the voltage on the capacitor CT exceeds 0.5 VCC during charging, the output of the Schmitt trigger goes low. At that time, the Schmitt trigger send the control signal to the constant current source. Now the constant current source changes the direction of the current. Previously the current flowing from a constant current source to capacitor. Now the current flowing direction changes from CT to constant current source. Such time the capacitor start discharging. The voltage across the capacitor decreases because the capacitor discharging process going on. Hence the voltage across the capacitor decreases. The voltage across the capacitor decreases. At the same time, the Schmitt trigger inverting terminal input voltage also decreases because the capacitor is connected to the Schmitt trigger negative terminal through the buffer, and the capacitor continuously discharging. That is the capacitor discharging from 0.5 VCC to 0.25 VCC. At one stage, the voltage across the capacitor less than 0.25 VCC. Such a condition, the Schmitt trigger output goes to high. The Schmitt trigger output goes to high. Here the Schmitt trigger non-inverting input voltage less than 0.25 VCC and inverting terminal voltage equal to 0.25 VCC. Such a condition, the Schmitt trigger output changes from 0.5 VCC to VCC. Here the output goes to high. At that time, the Schmitt trigger send the control signal to the constant current source. Now the constant current source again changes the direction of the current flowing through the capacitor. This process is repeated. Hence the voltage control oscillator continuously generate the square waveform and triangular waveform. This output waveform frequency depends upon the modulating input voltage, that is control voltage. The capacitor charging and discharging at the same time, that is the equal time. Hence the pin number, the capacitor gives the triangular waveform at the pin number 4 and the Schmitt trigger gives the square waveform at pin number 3. The square wave output of the Schmitt trigger is inverted by inverter A3 and is available at pin number 3. The output frequency of the voltage control oscillator is given by F0 equal to 2 into VCC minus VC divided by CT RT VCC. Here the frequency of the output signal depends upon the control voltage and also depends upon the external capacitor and external resistor. The output frequency of the voltage controlled oscillator can be changed either by external resistor RT, capacitor CT, and the control voltage at the modulating input terminal pin number 5. When there is no modulating input signal is applied, such a condition, the frequency of the oscillation is given by, it is equal to 0.25 divided by RT CT. The voltage control oscillator is used in many applications, many electronic applications. Some main applications are frequency setting, frequency identifiers, keyboard tone recognizers, clock signal function generators, used to build phase lock loops, etc.